High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales, Next Home Experience, Casella, Firehouse Subs, Levesque Business Solutions, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Varney Mazda, Hidden Meadows Golf Course, Dean's Detailing, Northeast Driving School, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Colebrook Mitsubishi, North Star Waste and Recycling, Loring Job Corps, Praise Auto Sales, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Doors Equipment, Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Mall Cinema 10, Streets Landscape, The Fitch Company, Bangor Tire Company, Frank's Bake Shop, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Tiller and Rye, Liberty Olton Insurance, Urban Pizza, The Growing Place, Tossie's Checkout, Betty's Ice Cream, Auto Radiator Service, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Union Street Towing, Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space, Sweet Frog, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, Bennett Auto Center, Angelo's Pizza, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Mainly Audio, Knowlton Automotive, Varney Chevrolet, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, Midcoast Denture Design, Hopkins Energy, Napa Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Queen City Athletics, Washington County Community College, and Down East Toyota. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV. Hello everyone and welcome to Cameron Stadium in Bangor for the start of the high school soccer season here on Ticket TV. We've got a Class A matchup to get the season underway tonight between the Bangor Rams and the Hampden Academy Broncos. We welcome you into the Casella pregame show. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. I'm Mark Paulette, joined on the broadcast tonight by Ernie Clark, coming at you from the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Well, Ernie, tonight's matchup, we have the reigning regional champs on the side of the Rams and a Bronco team trying to build and get back to the postseason.
Yeah, Bangor's been one of the top teams in Class A North now for more than a decade, really, although seeking its first state championship since 2015, always in the hump. And last year, avenged their only regular season loss by knocking off Camden Hills in the regional championship game before falling to Scarborough 2-0 in the state final. And a pretty good nucleus of players returning for Jay Kemble, the second-year head coach, as the Rams look to get back to that gold ball game once again this year. Hampden rebuilding a bit. They've struggled a little bit the last few years. New head coach in Dale Overlock, who fresh from doing a nice job rebuilding the program at Maine Central Institute in Pittsfield on the girls' side. He also coaches baseball at MCI. He is coming in to a team that's fairly young this year. They start 4 freshmen, trying to build up from last year's 4-8-2 record, and pretty tough way to start. But this has been the opening game the last couple of years. Last year, Bangor a 4-1 winner over Hampden in the first game of the season. The only meeting that they had last year. They only meet once this season as well, and so a chance for both teams to kind of see where they are on opening night, having had just a couple of preseason games to get ready.
Our coverage here on Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Take our first time out here, and when we come back, we'll dive a little deeper into this matchup, bring you some of the numbers from what was a very dominant season a year ago for the Bangor Rams, and dive into that youth a little bit more on the Broncos sideline. This is high school soccer getting the season underway in 2024 on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a Deere. And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specially equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Back at Cameron Stadium, back into the Casella pregame show here on Ticket TV ahead of tonight's contest between the Bangor Rams and the Hampden Academy Broncos on the soccer pitch. Our coverage is presented in part by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. They are hiring for early mornings and late nights, start at $17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. Time to dive a little deeper into these rosters for Hampden and Bangor, respectively. We start off with the visitors from Hampden. And Ernie, as you mentioned in the last segment, the Broncos feature quite a bit of youth in that starting 11 with 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores.
Yeah, the roster actually is the entire roster pretty balanced. 8 seniors, 7 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. But the 4 freshmen you see, Kennedy Palmer, Leah LaPointe, Chloe Watson, and Ella Higgins, are all among the starters, as well as 2 of the sophomores. So 6 of the 11 are either freshmen and sophomores, for Dale Overlock making his debut as the Hampden coach. So it's kind of a mix, but it's kind of based on what you see there for the roster composition in terms of the classes. And right now it's just a building process that is being begun by Overlock, as Hampden has had just 1 winning season since 2016. That came in 2019 when they went 7-5-2.
And now for the players we'll be spotlighting from the Broncos tonight.
Yeah, 2 of those seniors, Zoe and Tessa Castrucci, veterans of the program. They've been through the thick and thin here through the first 3 years. And I just wanted to mention Zoe in particular, team player, senior captain, great leader. This is Dale Overlock speaking. Often rides her bike to practice for extra conditioning. Comes to the field on a consistent basis to work on her own on things outside of practice. Runs on off days to be the best conditioned athlete on the field by far. And that's pretty considerable dedication to the sport right there, as she's been working to make the most of her situation. She is, and both Zoe and Tessa are captains for the Broncos, along with Olivia Sharp and Lauren Smart. So 4 captains to lead the way for what is, and otherwise, at least on the field, will be a relatively young Hampden Broncos squad.
That is not the case for the Rams as we take a look at their roster now. Just 2 freshmen on this varsity roster. Lots of upperclassmen who have been around this program for many years.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players. That's the varsity squad. Bangor also on their roster has a 20-player junior varsity squad that includes a bevy of includes 10 freshmen to go with the 2 that are on the varsity roster. But Bangor, a veteran club, 7 seniors, 8 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 2 freshmen on the rosters, and they've got a strong nucleus of players back from last year's Northern Championship team.
And we're putting the spotlight on a future Black Bear for the Rams.
Yes, Tegan Athley, a senior midfielder, last year led the Rams with 23 goals and 10 assists. She was named first team All Class A North, the all-regional team by the Maine Soccer Coaches Association, and as you mentioned, headed up to the University of Maine to play soccer for her father, Scott, who is the head coach of the University of Maine soccer team, and so looking forward to that. And she teams with Clara Oldenburg to make quite a 1-2 punch offensively for the Rams. I mentioned 23 goals, 10 assists for Atherley last year, and Clara Oldenburg had 20 goals and 12 assists. She's a senior midfielder as well, so the 2 of them surely feeding off each other from the midfield area in to give Bangor an explosive offense. They scored 74 goals in 18 games last year, outscored their opponent 74-15. So a pretty healthy dose of goal domination there on the offensive end. They'll look to try to start repeating that tonight.
Our coverage on Ticket TV, presented in part by Next Home Experience. For the 3rd straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. We're also presented by Firehouse Subs, where for a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club oven-roasted chicken covered in melted pepper jack cheese, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with the spicy Firehouse Hero Sauce. Only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. We are ticking our way towards kickoff here at Cameron, coming up in about 13 minutes' time. The pregame show continues right after this break. We will bring you some of the program history. We got into it a little earlier, but plenty to discuss still on this Casella pregame show. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school soccer on Ticket TV.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design,
because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that...
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
Think you can't afford college? Think again. Right now at Washington County Community College in Calais, tuition is free. Yeah, free tuition for recent high school graduates at Washington County Community College. So if you graduated between 2020 and 2023, or will graduate in 2024 or 2025, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Enroll today and see just how good free can be. Learn more at wccc.me.edu or call 207-454-1.
Back here at Cameron Stadium, where our Ticket TV coverage is presented by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar, taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. Rams and Broncos just about 10 minutes from kicking this game off. And let's take a moment to look at the program history. We'll start off with the visitors from Hampden Academy. And Ernie, what are we looking at?
Yeah, still looking for the first state championship. We're runners-up back, 4 decades ago, back in 1981, and a year ago missed the playoffs. They've not made the playoffs, I don't believe, since 2019, the last year they had a winning record. Last year, 4-8-2, as you can see there.
And for the Bangor Rams, as we mentioned, regional champions a year ago. Their first regional title since 2015, but in the 6 previous seasons up until that point, they had won 5 of the previous 6. So trying to get back to that level of dominance they had at the beginning and middle portion of the previous decade.
Yeah, you can see most of this success centers on the last 20 years. State runner-up in 2005 and 2010 before breaking through in 2011. But look at 10, 11, and 12. They're in the state championship game 3 consecutive years, or actually 4 consecutive years, including 2013. And then, of course, last year, which you see there, 2023, got to the state championship game with a 13-1 regular season record. Actually, by that time, it would have been 15-1, and lost to Scarborough in the state final in a 2-0 game.
Our program history spotlights brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them right here in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Our coverage is also presented in part by Varney Mazda. Varney Mazda offers an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory, as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at varneymazda.com. And we're presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, featuring the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill level. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Take another time out here in the pregame show. When we come back, Ernie's got the keys to the game between the Rams and the Broncos. That's coming your way on the Casella pregame show here on Ticket TV.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
The furniture revolution continues at Dorsey's, and today it's all about sectional sofas. Big sectionals, little sectionals, reclining sectionals, sectionals with hide-a-beds, chaise lounges, even cuddlers. Heck, we even have sectionals with dog beds. When qualified buyers combine our great sectionals with 24-month 0% financing, they're easy to own too. The sectional revolution is in full bloom at Dorsey's, so what are you waiting for?
Be comfortable, my friends.
Here at Cameron Stadium, where our coverage on Ticket TV is presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Our coverage also presented by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Time now to get Ernie's keys to the game. We'll start off with the visitors from Hampden. Ernie, what do the Broncos need to do here tonight at Cameron Stadium?
I think mostly they just need to do what Coach Overlock is asking of them. It's kind of breaking in a new element to the for the program with him being the first-year head coach. He mentions the team called their team mindset as being the Bronco way. I guess we'll find out what that is as the game goes on. They certainly are a team that's going to be behind the ball, so to speak, in terms of experience relative to this Bangor squad. But they're focusing on team soccer and trying to do the right things, and probably particularly on defense. Try not to let Bangor jump out on top of them too early. And for Bangor, you just kind of keep up where you ended last year, and that was in the state championship game. They lost that game, but played great soccer to get there, and they've got some explosive offensive players, pretty good experience at all levels of the field, and just to go out there and not make mistakes, just kind of work with what works best for them, and if they do, they should be in pretty good shape. Only lost one regular season game last year, and hoping to get off to a similar start here this year.
Rams and Broncos coming our way. Kickoff set for just about 3 minutes from now here at Cameron Stadium. Those keys to the game brought to you by Varney Mazda. Our coverage also brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Come check out the new patio in front of the restaurant at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Right now, buy one pizza while dining in and get one of lesser or equal value for half off. For your takeout, call 947-5000, or you can order online at unos.com. So we have the fall high school sports season beginning here tonight at Cameron Stadium. The regular season anyways, I should say. Of course, the NFL season kicking off tonight out in Kansas City at Arrowhead. The Chiefs hosting the Baltimore Ravens. KC trying to become the first three-peat champion. Who you riding with, Ernie? The Chiefs or the field this year?
Well, if I was a gambling man, I'd take the field. But I think I would start with the Chiefs because they've got the best player, for one. And they always seem to do a pretty good job of finding the pieces that they need to make up for anybody that they lose. Also got a pretty decent defense as well, led by Chris Jones. And I don't know, somebody's going to have to knock them off. I know probably a lot of people in New England here are rooting for somebody to do that because they get 3 in a row. That's something that the Patriots were unable to do during their, 6 Super Bowls in 20 years.
Yep.
Never won 3 in a row. Matter of fact, it's never been done during the Super Bowl era. The Green Bay Packers won the NFL championship the year before the Super Bowl started and then won the first 2 Super Bowls. So you can make the case, certainly, that they have won 3 in a row, but it's kind of quirky circumstances there. And
different world back then, different league.
Yeah, but it didn't change that much between the year they won the NFL title and when they whooped up on I forget who they whooped up on.
Kansas City was the first one,
wasn't it? Kansas City, yeah, it was. And they won the first 2. And why do I think the Raiders were in one of them? But I'm not sure in terms of the AFL at that time. It was a few years, 4 or 5 years before the 2 leagues merged, and we have what we have now. But yeah, I mean, it's good. And the combination of, you talk about the combination of Brady and Belichick, the combination of Mahomes and Andy Reid is quickly catching up. The question would be whether or not Reid is going to coach long enough to kind of equal some of those marks. But they're off to a fast start.
So it's coming up tonight at 8:20 on NBC and Peacock. But right now, in about 45 seconds, we've got a kickoff between the Rams and the Broncos. We'll sneak in one final 30-second ad and back here for the kick at Cameron Stadium right after this.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves. Work you can see. Work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Back here in Bangor, there is the horn signifying the end of pregame warm-ups. The teams are huddled in front of their respective benches. Rams talking things over with head coach Jay Kemble, and the Broncos down below us talking it over with head coach Dale Overlock. It is the season opener here at Cameron Stadium. Rams trying to defend their regional title from a year ago. A 13-1 regular season record, a trip to the state game. Unable to bring home that gold ball, but this is a new year with new hopes.
Yeah, Bangor beat Brewer 2-1 in the quarterfinals last year. The North quarterfinals beat Mount Ararat 2-1 in the semifinals, and then upended Camden Hills 2-1 in the regional championship game. Interesting early season game coming up on Friday, September the 13th. Bangor travels to Rockport to play Camden Hills in what should be an early test of who might wind up at the top of the Class A North standings before this is all done.
We've got the captains meeting down on the field now with the head coaches. See Eva Coombs, the Bangor keeper down there, and it looks like we've got someone different in net for the Broncos to open this season.
Yeah, Lauren Smart, number 16. She is a junior. They have two players in their roster listed as goalies, but
going with the experience.
Neither one of them wear number 16, and that's exactly right. I think that's probably whether or not you plan to have somebody else playing goal down the road. And I'm talking about Dale Overlock of Hampden. This particular first game of the season against the defending regional champion in Bangor, it's probably nice to take the pressure off one of the younger people that might be in goal and go with one of your veterans, Lauren Smart, one of four captains for the Hampden Academy Broncos.
And this is certainly a prolific offense, prolific attack for the Bangor Rams. You mentioned the numbers earlier in the pregame show, but in the regular season last year, 68 goals scored. They tacked on 6 more in the postseason. That was 68 goals to just 10 allowed. So they were accustomed to some pretty wide margins last year, were the Rams.
Yeah, beat Hampden 4-1 in the season opener. I think it was on September 1st last year. So they have made a habit out of playing the Broncos, or the Broncos and the Rams playing to start the season. It sounds like we're going to get some player announcements here.
Teams are lining up, ready to be introduced in front of the crowd here at Cameron Stadium as it continues to file in on a beautiful night to get the fall sports season underway. Of course, we'll be right back here tomorrow night as well, Ticket TV, as the Bangor football team opens the regular season. We were here a week ago for their preseason contest against the Brewer Witches. Kind of wading into the fall season right now, Ernie, before it gets real busy on us.
Yeah, we're right back here tomorrow evening for a regular season opening football game, and we talk about Hampden on the soccer pitch here having a major challenge against the defending regional champion in the Bangor on the soccer side. Tomorrow night in football, the Bangor Rams play the defending Class A state champions from Thornton Academy, and Thornton Academy has won 6 state championships in the last 12 years, and they have a varsity roster of about 80 players, more than 100 kids, playing football down in Saco, where Thornton Academy is based. Trojans actually got off to a slow start last year. They were only 5-4 during the regular season, but came on strong during the playoffs. Bangor, 4-5 a year ago, just missed the playoffs. They basically came down to a game midway through the season between them and Lewiston. Lewiston won that game by 7 points. And they wound up getting the 4 spot. Bangor got the 5 spot. The top 4 out of the 6 teams in the North qualified for the playoffs, so Bangor missed out. But they're optimistic this season. A good group of seniors and juniors, big junior class with a lot of experience because they started playing early in their varsity careers. We saw them against Brewer last week, and they were pretty impressive. It was 42-0. Brewer's team on the rebuild in Class C right now. But, Bangor to get tested early on. And then we go to the soccer pitch next Tuesday and Wednesday. Rivalry games between Herman and Ellsworth. Ellsworth girls on Wednesday, they're the defending Class B North champions. And then on Thursday, what should be an interesting football game at the University of Maine, where Hampden Academy playing John Baps. John Baps, the number 2 team in Class D North last year. And Hampden a 500 record, but they've got some talented players coming back. And what you could be seeing is 2 of the better teams, Hampden in Class C North and John Baps in Class D North, matching up for what will be their second game of the season come next Thursday evening.
Yeah, busy one next week. Save for Monday. We've got a game coming your way every day, Tuesday through Saturday, on Ticket TV. Bangor Rams now being introduced in front of the home fans here after the Broncos were brought in, just getting ready to kick this one off. Starting lineups right now, making their way out on the field. Those starting lineups are brought to you by Doors Equipment. Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. They can help you with all your equipment needs, offering 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com.
Yeah, every school does it in a different way, this lineup introduction. I think we're seeing the starters now after the after the goalie. 0 is Eva Coombs, a senior. She's the first of the starters. But a lot of experience for the Bangor team, and it'll be interesting. There is a breeze tonight, running from the right to left across your TV screen, fairly significant. If you see a flag over the scoreboard to the left of our vantage point in the Cameron Stadium press box, and it's a fairly stiff wind, and it should play a factor depending on which team has the wind at their back in the first half.
Take a timeout here as they play the national anthem at Cameron Stadium. We'll come right back with the kick between the Rams and the Broncos next on Ticket TV.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hampden Lumber Company. Hampden's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hampden sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hampden will refund all of your design fees. Hampden can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hampden Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Since 1966, Down East Toyota has been Eastern Maine's Toyota dealer. Although our look has changed, our commitment remains the same. We're dedicated to keeping you and your Toyota on the road. From safety and reliability to outstanding resale values, Toyota has earned your trust. And right now, buy our rugged workhorse truck, the Tundra, for a low 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. It's a nice new look, but we're just as proud of our old values. One family, one dealership, one outstanding brand. All roads lead to Down East.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
All right, we are ready for the kick. You see the Broncos making their way out onto the pitch. Rams just going over their final pregame notes as we are ready to get the season underway here at Cameron Stadium. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Loring Job Corps. Don't settle for training just to get a job. Get training that results in a career at Loring Job Corps. Visit jobcorps.gov. And our coverage is brought to you in part by Colebrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile major comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with rates as low as 0%. Colebrook Mitsubishi at 337 Madison Avenue in Skowhegan and at colebrookmitsubishi.com.
Interesting note on Hampden Academy's schedule. Today is the 5th of September, and they play the season opener. Their next game is on the 17th of September.
That's a little early season rest.
A little quirky there. But you know something? For the program trying to build itself, it may not be the worst thing in the world to have a week and a half of practice, extended preseason, so to speak, after this game to get themselves ready for their next game, which is against Brunswick. I believe that's a home game for Hampden on the 17th of September. Bangor, they play again on Tuesday at Mount Blue down in Farmington. And then I mentioned earlier the meeting with Camden Hills next Friday down in Rockport. So fairly active start for the Rams under Jay Kemble, second-year head coach.
Rams now making their way out onto the field. Broncos waiting patiently. They're going with 4 at the back, straight across to start, a couple in the midfield. Looks like a diamond midfield maybe with 3 there, and then a front line of 3 attackers as well. Rams take the pitch in their formation with 4 at the back. Couple in the midfield, 4 up front. We got symmetry out there on the field to start.
Well, both teams should be familiar with the style of play. I mean, let alone the fact that they play each other every year and probably in the travel season as well. There's a lot of familiarity between the players on these neighboring squads.
Kylan Atherley waiting for the whistle. She gets it, and we are underway here in 2024, the Class A soccer season. Getting going tonight at Cameron Stadium between the Rams and the Broncos. Bangor trying to work it through the midfield. Knocked off there by Jalen Williams and now played ahead.
Bangor playing into the wind here and trying to keep the ball low with short passes, ball control.
Interception there by the Broncos. One of the captains, you can see the armband. That was Zoe Castrucci. Broncos still trying to win it away in that midfield area, but unable to get it over the midfield line here at Cameron Stadium. Broncos try to play it back and nearly spring Bangor into an attacking position. Now the Rams retreat and win possession. Gabby Gordon plays it forward. Here's a touch for Oldenburg. One of the more dangerous Bangor attackers. Oldenburg taking it out wide. Plenty of patience. Now working into that red of the 18-yard box. A good cross in there, but a little too strong for the head of Gabby Roy.
Yeah, she was open on the far post, though, but the ball came quickly. And Gabby Roy may have had to deal with the sun there, too, because she was looking right into it as that ball came from deep on the right wing.
Bangor resets, trying to attack through the middle here. Rams play it back to Avery Clark. Oldenburg with the ball at her feet. They try a give and go. Broncos wise to it, and they jump on the ball. Here comes Castrucci trying to get around a couple of defenders. And Bangor able to cut off her lane of attack. Grace Marquis with a touch there, but the Rams take it back.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to advance on the Rams with a dribble. Almost like you make quick passes before they can get to you defensively.
Oldenburg trying to feed Aislinn Gifford. And that ball just trickled out of play before Clark was able to try that centering pass, so it'll be a Bronco throw deep in their own territory.
Mentioned Hazelton Gifford, senior forward. Her first game, she missed last year with a knee injury, so she's glad to be back on the field for her final year of high school soccer.
Rams again keeping the ball down at this right end of the pitch. Playing it along the far side. Now back to Atherley. First time we've called her name in the action tonight. There's a nice move by Bangor. This is Atherley with the ball at her feet. Atherley comes over to Gifford. Gifford runs into a wall. Rams still with the ball. Bit of a threat. A loose clearance there. Bangor pounces on it. Back to Atherley. She'll have a go and score. Tegan Atherley, a rocket off the right foot to open the scoring for Bangor in 2024.
First shot of the game, and it goes in for Bangor off the top of the hand of Lauren Smart and underneath the crossbar by Tegan Atherley. Pass from the center out from her sister, actually, Kylan, number 10, to Atherley. Has time to set. Atherley, by the way, wearing a face shield.
Yeah.
And no problem there. She blasts a shot with the right foot, and Bangor on top here with 36-32. That was the time of the goal left in the first half.
Pretty good positioning, too, by the Hampden keeper, Lauren Smart, but not able to do much with the power behind that shot.
Power and the accuracy, because she was able to get it in a position where Smart really couldn't do much except deflect it. She couldn't get up in the air quick enough. That shot right into the middle, upper middle of the goal, and I guess that accuracy is why she had 23 last year, and now she's on her way this year with her first goal of the season.
Well, the Broncos moving it beyond midfield for the first time in the ball game, in the match, I should say here. There's a bit of a nervy moment at the back for Eva Coombs, but she pounces on the loose ball and clears it down to midfield.
And again, the sun is to the right of these players, of the Bangor players at least, and that wasn't an into the sun shot, but he might have had it a little bit of a, might have been a little factor. That's one of the parts of the field that isn't in the shadows yet, although it's quickly becoming that way elsewhere.
Bangor trying to move quickly and counter against this Bronco defense. Nice job by Hampden to get back and jump in the passing lanes. And a pass wide of a teammate there, though, sends it out of play and back to Bangor.
Yeah, here's Coombs got a hand on it. Couldn't control it initially, but was able to get down and get to the ball before number 17 for Hampden, Kiera Gabrick, was able to get to that loose ball.
Smart boots it down the pitch. Rams back on it. Pass here by Williams, though, is intercepted. Castrucci trying to feed a teammate up the sideline. Continuing the run is Grace Marquis. Marquis still with the ball down in the corner, waiting for some teammates to come catch up. She tries a left-footed cross that skids across the turf. Castrucci trying to keep it in this end, but she was the last to touch it.
Yeah, Bangor did a good job there. They just kind of settled back in defensively and outnumbered Hampden's offensive players, as Hampden, not surprisingly, maybe starting out a little bit in a defensive posture there, but Marquis alone down in that left corner and didn't get enough help, and finally the ball out of bounds off the Broncos.
Oldenburg has it knocked out of play from her feet. Thrown in the direction of Gifford. Rams will do it again and send it a little further down the near side. Broncos trying to clear this ball. Bangor want to make sure they're unable to do so, but Hampden finally able to knock it down the pitch. The foot race at the other end, and we got a breakaway here for the Broncos. Nice job, though, by the Ram defense, and specifically Jalen Williams, to turn on the Jets and catch up there to deny Kiera Gabrick the shot in on goal.
Yeah, but she's going to get a corner kick out of it, which is almost just as well because she was down there by herself, and Bangor was getting back defensively rather quick. Good job by one of the freshmen for Hampden of Chloe Watson for keeping possession down on her defensive end and clearing it up that left side so that Gabrick could get it.
First corner is played in. Not a lot of white shirts in the area. Bangor gets the first touch. Atherley trying to poke it up on her head and then knock it out. Hampden jumping back into possession. Passing it back to Castrucci in the midfield. Nice job to get around the first defender. Out wide to Gabrick. Actually, that's Marquis down in the near corner here. Grace Marquis trying to get around a couple of defenders. Still with the ball at her feet. Nearly was able to turn that corner, but just too many red shirts in her path.
Yeah, Marquis, just a sophomore for Hampden.
Bangor trying to break the other way. Atherley plays it to Oldenburg. Oldenburg unable to get through a couple of Bronco defenders there. Castrucci and Paige Richard in on the challenge. Far side of the pitch, a touch for Gabby Roy. Played forward here by Bangor. Oldenburg in all kinds of space. Trying a through ball just out in front of her teammate as Kylan Atherley was trying to catch up to that one. Cleared out of play, and that just trickles out for a Bangor corner.
Kylan Atherley, a sophomore, younger sister of Tegan. His first corner kick for Bangor now as number 6,
Gabby Gordon.
Gordon to set up on the far side.
Gordon staring into the sun over there. Comes up with the delivery. The kick comes in short, skips through, and into the net. Can't quite tell you without looking at the replay who gets credit for that goal.
No, Gabby Gordon, a low shot. Watch this. Low shot into the center of the crease. Bounces through.
Through a Bronco. No touch there by Bangor. That's an own goal, unfortunately, for Hampden Academy. Number 5, one of the captains, Tessa Castrucci, is going to get charged with that one as Bangor doubles their lead 8.5 minutes into the contest.
Yeah, that's a tough situation there because the ball was just bouncing loose and there's players all over the place and you're just trying as a defender just to get it between hopefully the ball and the goal line, and that effort led to a deflection there and Bangor doubles its lead.
Rams already looking for more as they come in the other direction. 2 goals in the early going. They defeated the Broncos 4-1 in last year's season opener. Hampden trying to get it up the near sideline and out of harm's way. Chloe Watson, a freshman, finally just boots it down the pitch. Bangor picking out those passing lanes, getting the ball back into the midfield to Oldenburg. She sends it forward. The Rams could be on the attack again with Atherley coming right down the middle, unmanned, but unable to steer the ball in her direction are the Rams. Good job defensively by the Broncos.
Yeah, it was Gabby Roy that took the feed down the middle of the field. Good speed there, but Broncos do a nice job of getting back defensively. Now here they come on the offense.
There's a shot from distance and forcing a save out of Eva Coombs.
Nice job. Not sure if it was going to get inside the far goal post or not. Pretty close, but it wasn't anything that Coombs could take a chance on. She was able to get one arm on it and knock it clear.
10.5 minutes off the clock here at Cameron Stadium with the Rams leading the Broncos 2-0. Castrucci with a head to that one to slow the momentum. Bangor jumps right back onto it. Gets the ball to the right foot of Oldenburg. She'll have a go, and it's parried wide for another Rams corner.
You can see the goal-scoring potential of Clara Oldenburg right there. Got the ball about 30 yards away and lined a low shot that forced Lauren Smart into a two-handed push to get the ball wide of the goal, and that's going to be another corner kick for the Rams. 2 shots apiece now on goal for these so far in this game, but Bangor holding the 2-0 lead.
Oldenburg with the delivery, bringing it into the area, and it winds up on top of the net. Rams just made 3 substitutions, bringing Maddie McLean, Emily Adams, and Georgie Stevenson onto the pitch. Broncos making one of their own as Zoe Castrucci comes off for a breather.
Yeah, is that her down there getting her hand worked on by the
Looks so.
Trainer.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, left hand injury.
Oldenburg back on the attack. Hampden pokes it wide and out of play. Quickly racing over is Avery Clark to bring the ball back in. Avery sends it down into the corner to Adams. Played behind, and another one coming up for the Rams.
Corner kick there for the Rams. You mentioned that injury. This is the first game these teams have played regular season-wise with a non-mandatory mouth guard.
Yeah, that just went through
yesterday.
That was just yesterday, wasn't it?
Yesterday, the Interscholastic Management Committee of the Maine Principal Association finally ruled on something. I know that
played into the middle. Bangor trying to get a shot away, and Adams knocked it into a foot of a defender. So reset and do it again from the other side.
Yeah, this is going to go as a corner kick. They've been trying to get that rule that mandated the use of mouth guards during games, trying to get it ousted for a few years because Maine was the last state in the union to still require the use of mouth guards.
Really?
Yeah. That was part of their rationale. Nobody else is doing it. I guess they've had studies to prove that it didn't have a positive effect in terms of limiting any injuries or concussions or anything like that.
There's a shot from long range, steered wide and just out of the reach of Maddie McLean. She tracks it down for the Rams as they try to recycle through Oldenburg.
Yeah, that was Avery Clark, one of the defenders for the Rams, showing a good strong leg. And now another shot for Bangor.
Another one fizzed in, but collected there by Smart. Clark plays the ball back. And now the Rams will send this one all the way back to Coombs.
Some good work there by number 17 for Hampden, Kiara Gabrick. Put some pressure on at the other end. Get the ball out of the Hampden defensive end.
Along the far side of the field, Zoe Higgins among the Bronco players. Playing it back to get that possession started. Now Hampden still on the ball in the midfield. Knocking it forward and through the middle of everyone into the waiting arms of Coombs. Pass across the field finds Emily Adams. Williams up ahead. Now it's Oldenburg once more. Oldenburg to Atherley. Atherley with a right-footed shot through the uprights. A little too tall on that attempt.
That would have been good for 3 tomorrow night, but not tonight there. But Atherley just dangerous, and Oldenburg as well. Bangor with a solid number of serious scoring threats. Powerful legs from distance and close, and just the speed and quickness to maneuver through and around a defense.
Another substitution by the Rams. It's Mallory Tritt on for Gabby Gordon. Senior coming on for the sophomore in the midfield.
Yeah, it's Clara Oldenburg getting her shot blocked out of bounds, and that's going to go as another corner kick for the Rams. Corner kick number 5 here, and we are just over 15 minutes into the contest.
Gabby Roy comes back in for the Rams, while Abigail Greger makes her entrance for the Broncos.
There's Atherley there with the corner kick on the far side.
Delivered to the back of the box, played through to Clark. Brings it out wide. Not sure that was intended as a shot or a cross, but it turns out into a shot on goal, and good positioning by Lauren Smart right there in the corner.
Yeah, tough save there because she was kind of screened out of position there between the defender on Clark, but she held the post and ball came to her.
Great clearance there by JoJo Kluke, knocking the ball up in the air and then out of the area. Oldenburg striding up the sideline, playing it ahead to Atherley. First touch, almost got through to a teammate, still going after it there was Stevenson. Bangor still with the ball, but They end up knocking it across the field and out of play. No, last touch by the Broncos. Keep it down here.
I talked about Hampden's freshman. Well, Bangor's got one talented one of their own in Georgie Stevenson. She had a real good preseason, and I know that right there you just saw an example of the confidence that Tegan Atherley has in her, where Tegan probably could have gotten a shot up, but thought she saw Georgie with a better one, and so she passed the ball ahead, but Hampden reacted well defensively.
Tritt trying to step in the way of the attack, but Hampden keeping the possession alive. Getting her pocket pick there was Kennedy Fortin by Clark.
Yeah, Clark, Kluke, J.J. Williams, and Sophia Chase, the defensive set most of the time for Bangor, at least at the start, and they're showing themselves to be pretty tough to advance on here as we get midway through the period.
Kylan Atherley back into the game for the Rams, as is Aislinn Gifford. Flow of play has been going mostly left to right through the first 20 minutes, but the score is still only 2-0 in favor of the Rams.
Yeah, Hampden would like to be able to counterattack, but for the most part, Bangor's doing a pretty good job of getting back and preventing that when they lose the ball from their offensive end. First whistle I can recall. A little push there on Hampden, and Bangor's getting a free kick from 35 yards out.
Atherley plays it in, but right at the feet of the Broncos. Hampden playing it forward into the back line of Bangor. Deflection there, winds up in the midfield. The Rams coming down the near sideline through Aislinn Gifford. A little give and go between Gifford and Atherley. Now Clark back into the play. Brief interception by Hampden before Tritt jumps back on the ball, but the Broncos take it away again. That rolls out of play for a Bangor throw.
It was Kennedy Fortin trying to advance the ball.
Zoe Castrucci back into the game after getting her left hand checked out. Bangor throws it in front of their own bench. Oldenburg dips back into the Bangor half. Rams trying to regroup before sending this ball forward, and good defense there by Fortin. Gabby Gordon re-enters the game for Tritt.
Yeah, both teams going to their benches. Bangor a little deeper than Hampden at this point.
Strong challenge there by Chloe Watson. You see her extend the right arm, though, to say was not intended.
See what Bangor can do here. Is Oldenburg.
From the 25-yard line, an angle ball played in. Met first by the Broncos. Oldenburg back with it. Shot there from Gordon, and based on her reaction, I think that was out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
No deflection.
A little disappointed. Couldn't get it on goal there. Had an open shot, but trying to get it off before the defense could get to her.
Rams continuing to cycle through their depth as Tegan Atherley and Callie Snowden re-enter. Coombs knocks it up to midfield where it's met by Aislinn Gifford. It's again Kennedy Fortin with a nice defensive display to win the ball away for the Broncos. Nice move there, spinning around a defender. Grace Marquis continuing the run. Hampden just couldn't get it back to her. Intercepted by the Rams.
She had beaten a couple of defenders. I mean, in that case, it might have been better off keeping it and continuing to move forward, but again, trying to do the right thing and made the pass, and give and go didn't work.
Out of play along the far side. It'll be a Hampden throw. Coverage here on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Angelo's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor or in Hampden. Castrucci with an interception. Up ahead to Marquis. Squares her shoulders at the defenders. Now going back at him. Fancy dribbling by Marquis again, creating space for herself down the middle, passing it off to a teammate. Hampden works it out wide. Can the Broncos get a shot away? A cross comes in, just out of the reach of a teammate. Good attempt there by Fortin to feed it across the face of goal. And that looked like inches away.
Yeah, I think it's here's Fortin here, working to her left, a forced left. Good left shot across the crease. I believe it was Iris Overlock, number 23, that couldn't quite get to it, but great idea, and really as close to a scoring bid as Hampden has had here in the first half. That was pretty dangerous, and all really set up by the ball handling of Marquis, as she attracted the entire Bangor defense, and that created some space for Kennedy Fortin on the left wing to set up that cross/shot.
Hampden waiting for some white shirts to get upfield before bringing this ball back into play. Tessa Castrucci playing it backwards. The Broncos going all the way back at this point. Over to the right back to send it up the pitch where it's jumped on by the Rams. Here's Oldenburg feeding Atherley an acres of space. Atherley trying to find a teammate, maybe one pass too many. Broncos giving chase. And helped out by a deflection. Now able to clear it up the sideline.
Yeah, Marquis got the ball. Saw a teammate, but led a little bit too far with a pass out of bounds.
Couple of substitutions taking place. While we have a minute, let's take a look at the school profile, starting off with the visitors from Hampden.
8-11 the enrollment at Hampden Academy. Reg Rulin, the principal, athletic director Barry Terrell for the Broncos. Did you know Hannibal Hamlin worked out of this box-like office located in Hampden when he and his family moved to that community in 1834? Hamlin practiced law from this office until the time of his inauguration as Vice President of the United States under Abraham Lincoln. After Hamlin left Hampden and moved to Bangor, the office was moved back and became part of a residential home. The law office now being used as a museum focusing on the life of Hamlin. And to be honest with you, Mark, I thought that was the trailer that Max Potter was going to be working on.
That we're outfitting for Ticket
yes,
TV?
Indeed. It looked
about the same size.
About the same size, so something to get used to there. But, yeah, Hannibal Hamlin, the former Vice President of the United States, that was his office.
Just couldn't hang on for that one more term until he would have got the big seat.
Well, yeah, I don't know if he wanted it that way, but
190 years later, we can joke about it.
We can second guess. Yeah, I hope so, because we just did.
Broncos defense ending another Bangor attack. We're down inside of 13 minutes until the half. We'll get the Bangor school profile here in a second once there's a stoppage in play. Here's Marquis trying to get ahead all by herself. Now teammates caught up. Pass played through. Chance for the Broncos. What a save by Coombs on the first attempt, but slotted back through on the second. The Broncos are on the board, and it's their captain, Zoe Castrucci, with the first goal of the season.
You see, Marquis, there's 3 defenders, but she's really working one-on-one there with the short dribbles. And finally, she hears or spots Castrucci to her right. Castrucci's behind the defender. First shot, Coombs comes out, cuts the angle off, makes a right-handed save, but the rebound back to Castrucci, and she got it past, and Hampden cuts their deficit in half here with 12:31 left in the opening frame. Castrucci from Marquis for the goal.
Like I said, a lot of this play has been slanted towards the other direction of the pitch, but here come the Broncos down by just 1, and Castrucci jumping into a passing lane with an interception, taking it down into the corner where Oldenburg has to come all the way from the midfield just to shepherd that ball out of play.
Yeah, Hampden has played its way into this game, and the last, 8 to 10 minutes has been pretty much even. Not a lot of scoring chances, but in terms of territory, Hampden has done a nice job, and I think one thing probably Hampden already understands, if they can get the ball to Grace Marquis, that she's going to be able to control it with the dribble as long as there aren't too many defenders around. And the idea is to follow her in and let her know when you're available for a pass.
Bangor, chance here. Oh, a perfect play, unselfish pass, but it doesn't count. It does not count. That extra pass denies a goal for Bangor as it was played across by Kylan Atherley to a teammate in an offside position, and the Broncos able to escape from the threat.
Yeah, there's Kylan Atherley, who had perhaps a shot. Number 12 for Bangor, Maddie McLean on that weak side was wide open, but unfortunately offsides, and Bangor's instant answer to Hampden's goal goes for naught.
Well, apparently the angle from up here in the press box was playing tricks on us, Ernie. Max Pottle telling us that ball went wide.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a goal.
So did I.
I thought that was in the back of the net.
So did some other people, too. There was some excitement in the stands.
Hampden knocking the ball forward here, not making it easy on Bangor in this final quarter of an hour in the first half. Here's the Bangor school profile.
1,200 students at Bangor High School. Paul Butler, the principal, Steve Enestein, the athletic administrator, and Sam the Ram, the mascot. And did you know, speaking of presidents, vice presidents,
as the Atherley shot goes wide,
Teddy Roosevelt visited Bangor on August 27th in the year of 1902. And he's seen here touring the city in the carriage with former mayor Flavius O. Beale. That's a heck of a name for a mayor. I don't know if I'd name my kid Flavius, but I might give him it as a middle name. It's a pretty cool name.
You don't hear a lot of Flaviuses
Not
in the
these
21st
days.
century.
Might have been quite a few of them back in the day.
I was going to say, like, ancient Rome. That sounds more like a name coming out of there. Once again, Bangor having to give chase and playing it wide. The only person down there is Marquis. She's able to run after the ball and keep it in play. Here are the Broncos in the box. Marquis trying to get around a defender, and she wins a corner.
Yes, I didn't know, but she might have been better off getting the corner in the first place, but was able to get the ball down along the end line and then apply some pressure and get a chance for the second corner kick of the game for Bangor. She's creating some problems for Bangor's defense with her speed, with the dribble in particular. Grace Marquis, a sophomore, I think I remember her from last year as being somebody that was pretty talented, and of course then Last year, she would have been just a freshman.
That one knocked out of play by Hampden, so reset and do it again for the Broncos. Just got to get a ball over there.
You notice how there's only one there's nobody for Hampden in the goal area. It's interesting corner kick setup as they're all stationed about 15 yards away and then kind of come in on the charge when the kick is made.
Ball pings around a little bit there. Bangor unable to clear it as of yet. The Broncos with a shot, and Coombs has to go down to her knees to stop it.
Shots now.
And Coombs' pass is picked off there. Still not cleared by the Rams. And now Bangor jumps on a loose ball. Should be able to move it forward. No, it's intercepted again by Hampden. Castrucci plays it into the middle. Marquis with some more fancy footwork going right through the Bangor defense. Castrucci trying to block that ball. Gets it back to a teammate. Shot skips out wide. Cross comes in, but there's no Broncos home.
Some pretty good pressure, though, by Hampden here in the last few minutes.
And finally knocked out of play. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Black Fly Coffee. Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and fresh squeezed lemonade at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line.
Boy, Hampden doing a nice job of preventing the counterattack by Bangor here in the last few minutes. Bangor unable to clear. See if they can do it now. They've got the ball out near midfield.
Oldenburg, one of 3 Rams on the attack. A couple more catching up. Keeping Castrucci at arm's length. Back to Oldenburg. She'll have a go, and a little too tall and off to the right.
Yeah, she in that play. A lot of work there to advance the ball up the field. Passed it out, but got it right back. And long shot, but a challenging shot, just not on goal.
Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden is where you can check out Dorsey's top pick, Eastman House Queen mattresses in 5 comfort levels. On sale now, starting at only $6.99. Rams looking for another one before the half. Shot knocked down by Castrucci. Played forward by the Broncos. Can they keep it in? No, they cannot. Right out in front of their own bench.
That to be a pretty threatening shot by Oldenburg, but Castrucci had to turn her back on it to block it. Nice play by her.
Here's Oldenburg again, trying to get through a couple of defenders. Oldenburg slams on the brakes and plays it back for Clark. Clark into the middle where Atherley goes back to Oldenburg. She'll have another go, and a knuckleball came flying in at Lauren Smart, and she just had to knock it wide for a corner.
Yeah, that was by design, that knuckleball. That was some spin on that. It was almost like a screwball in baseball terms, kind of fading away from Smart, but she did a nice job to stay with it and block it out of bounds.
Another corner for the Rams. It's brought in by Atherley. High looping ball to the back of the area. Knocked in the air and played down by Oldenburg. She comes across the field to Clark. Clark knocks it ahead to Atherley. Atherley smacks a teammate with an attempted cross.
Yeah, Aislinn Gifford couldn't get out of the way on that.
Back to the feet of Atherley, trying to find an angle. Gets a cross in, and it's just wide of goal. And
went to the far post, and number 7 for Bangor, Gabby Roy. Watch this move. She created some space for herself, did Atherley. Got it to the far post, and there's Gabby Roy there off the side of her head. And trickled out of bounds by, what, a foot or so?
Off the side of her head. I'm wondering if that caught a piece of her arm, one of them as well, because the referee kind of came over holding up a hand almost.
Is that right? Didn't look at it from the replay, but it was definitely off Gabby and out of bounds.
Another chance here for the Rams, trying to spin around the defense is Stevenson, unable to do so. 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Bangor, 2 early goals. They have controlled much of the action in the first half up until the final 10 minutes or so when the Broncos have really worked their way back into this game. They've cut into the deficit, trailing now by just a goal. Just trying to survive this final period and get to halftime with the score where it is. Long shot played in, off the crossbar, off the back of Smart, and there's a third goal for the Rams.
I think it was Claire Oldenburg again.
Oldenburg with a shot from downtown, sticking it off the crossbar, takes a deflection off the keeper, and in for a third goal this half.
Let's see what happens here. Here's Oldenburg from 30 yards out, ball off the bottom of the crossbar and then off the back as it came down, off the back of the Hampden goalie. Didn't see an assist on that, but that's a heck of a shot from about 30 yards out. And powerful shot off the bottom of the crossbar. And Bangor restores its 2-goal lead.
Our coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus today at 945-6488 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. The Rams might not be done yet in this first half as it's played back to Smart, and she scoops it up this time.
Bangor seemingly regaining control here after Hampden had a strong 5-6 minute period of generating offense. And here comes Marquis again, can't win the race to the ball.
Coombs sends it 35 yards down the pitch. Bangor jumps back on it through Oldenburg. Oldenburg sends it to the near side for Gifford. Gifford ahead to Atherley, just beyond her reach, but Bangor able to keep the possession alive. Stepping into the play is Gabby Roy. Oldenburg wants to try another from long range. It's knocked down. Hampden scrambling to get the clearance. Clark knocks it free and keeps it in along the sideline. Clark around the defender, chance to bring the cross in. She does, though it skips wide of the mark and offside netting.
Good hustle by Clark there. Had to run a sprint to beat the ball to the sideline and then had a serious opportunity to center it, but couldn't keep it in bounds.
Here are the Rams once more. It's Oldenburg. A little miscommunication there with a teammate and allows the Broncos to intercept. Right back on to possession go the Rams. Oldenburg spinning in the midfield, finding Atherley. Atherley laying it off for a teammate. Back to the left foot of Atherley, and she fizzes the ball just wide.
Yeah, it's good short passing there. Atherley and Georgie Stevenson, the freshman, wound up with Atherley in traffic from about 15 yards out. Shot goes wide.
Coverage brought to you in part by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Oldenburg lays it off. Bangor plays it back to Clark. Tritt in the midfield. Tritt pokes it off her toe, and it skips back to the Bronco keeper. With UMaine Online, you can find 60-plus online degrees and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. Apply now, umaine.edu/online. Another one from long range for the Rams.
Oldenburg once again with 29.9 seconds left in the first half.
And what would you say, 55, 60 yards covered between her 2 goals here in the first half?
Yeah. Let's see here. She has got the ball. I believe it was Gabby Roy that fed it ahead of her and a bunch of dribbles. That's about 25 yards on that one, and just powered it past Smart, the Hampden goalie. Not much, again, that she could do about it. Put up her right hand in the attempt, but goes for 2 goals and about 3 minutes of playing time. 3:34 on the first one left in the first half, 29.9 seconds on that second goal to make it 4-1.
Well, the Broncos made this interesting for about 10, 15 minutes there. We thought taking it into the halftime, and then the Rams respond with a big conclusion to the first half. There's the whistle. They double their goal total in the final few minutes, and the Rams out to a 4-1 lead over the Hampden Academy Broncos as we have reached the half here on Ticket TV. Our coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by North Star Waste and Recycling, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer. And North Star, they are picking up what you are putting down. Don't go anywhere. It's the Ticket TV halftime show coming your way next. The first half highlights, goal scorers, and much more. You are watching high school soccer on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
Here at Cameron Stadium, welcome in to the halftime show here on Ticket TV with the Rams leading the Broncos by a score of 4-1. They doubled up that goal tally over the final few minutes of the first half as you take a look at the University of Maine fan cam here tonight at Cameron Stadium. Our coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Black Bear Nation. Football season is now underway. Black Bears are 1-0. They're traveling to Montana State, number 3 at the FCS level coming up this weekend. But then next weekend, they return to Alphon Stadium in Orono to take on Monmouth. You want tickets to that game? Call 207-581-BEAR or go online at goblackbears.com/tickets. All right, let's take a look here at the halftime highlights in just a second. This is the Heroes halftime show on Ticket TV. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. 5 goals in the first half, 4 of them belonging to the Rams. Here is how we have reached this 4-1 scoreline.
Yeah, Bangor struck early here, less than 4 minutes into the game. That's Tegan Athley with just an absolute blast to the middle of the net. Here's a Hampden chance, but nice job there by Eva Coombs to gain control of the ball. Corner kick by the Rams. Ball is in. Call that an own goal?
Yeah.
Okay, 14 didn't get a piece of it then. Some dangerous shots there by Bangor. Here's Avery Clark. Shot to the near post. Good save there by Lauren Smart. Here's Hampden's best early threat there. Cross from Kennedy Fortin to, I believe it was Iris Overlock. There's a save there, and there's the goal and the rebound by Castrucci, Zoe Castrucci, to make it 2-1, but Bangor strikes quickly. Oh, actually, that was offside. That looked like it went in.
I know. Apparently it went behind.
Boy, I want to see that again sometime during a commercial. There's a shot that went in off the back of Lauren Smart by Clara Oldenburg. She had 3 goals in the final 3.5 minutes of the first half, and there's another one from 25 yards out. Just too powerful there as Bangor responded after having the deficit cut to 2-1 with 2 late goals to make this a 4-1 contest.
Those halftime highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. For the 3rd straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and BennettAutoCenter.com. And we're brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that is proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Take a time out, and when we come back, we'll continue to recap this first half and get a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer. And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Hey you! Yes, you! Are you between the ages of 16 and 24 trying to plan your future? Let the dedicated team at Job Corps get you headed in the right direction. Earn your diploma or get certified in a vocation in less than a year. Call today to change your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Thank you for helping us have a great start in 2023.
When we started, we wanted to make sure that North Star could help everyone's needs, whether you own a business, you're a homeowner, or a contractor.
Or you have a big project that you need a big dumpster for.
We have what you need: front-load dumpsters, roll-offs, and our transfer station, and so much more.
And the best part is, our prices are unbelievable. If you don't have one of these, you're paying too much.
So who cares if your trash gets picked up? At North Star Waste and Recycling, we care.
Back here at the half at Cameron Stadium with the Bangor Rams leading the Hampden Academy Broncos by a score of 4-1. Ticket TV coverage is brought to you in part by Liberty Olton, licensed insurance agent. Liberty is an independent agent who helps individuals and small businesses find the best plans that suit their needs. Call Liberty Olton at 217-8214. Time now to take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule. We'll be right back here at Cameron Stadium tomorrow night for a season-opening football game, and then it's on to a busy next week, Ernie.
Indeed. We've got it's not a doubleheader. It's back-to-back games featuring the same team, same schools. Next Tuesday and Wednesday is the Herman Hawks host Ellsworth. Boys soccer on Tuesday the 10th, and on Wednesday the 11th, the girls soccer matchup between those two schools. And then on Thursday, back to the gridiron, this time up at the University of Maine. Alphon Stadium in Moores Field is Hampden Academy and John Bapps play in Hampden Class C, John Bapps Class D, both contenders there. That's followed by Friday, where we have the last two 8-man champions playing off in Orono as the large school champion MDI Trojans come to Orono to play the Red Riots, the small school state champions from a year ago. And then actually on Saturday over to Brewer for the, I don't know what the official title is, but it's the Battle of the Witches. The only two schools with a nickname of witches in the United States is Salem, Massachusetts, coached by former Brewer High School coach Ken Perrone, comes to Maine to play the Brewer Witches. It'll be their second game of the season. It's a countable game for Brewer in the standings in the Crabtree Points, and they played down in an exhibition game down in Massachusetts last year, and the rematch is set for Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock on Ticket TV from historic Doyle Field in Brewer.
Coverage brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, they have got you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. We'll sneak in a 30-second ad back for the second half kick right after this on Ticket TV.
When you're ready to tackle
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Back here at Cameron Stadium, where we are just about ready to begin the second half of play. Broncos huddling up down near the goal they were defending in the first half. Rams going over the final notes right in front of their bench. 4-1 is the score in favor of Bangor. They led it 2-1 up until the final 3 minutes or so of that first half before two late goals from long distance from Clara Oldenburg.
Shots on goal in the first half, Bangor 10, Hampden 4. Saves 6 for Lauren Smart of Hampden and 3 for Eva Coombs of Bangor. Corner kicks, Bangor 6, Hampden 3. And you're right, it got to 2-1, and Hampden was putting some offensive pressure on there fairly late in the first half, but 3:34 left. Oldenburg shot one off the crossbar that bounced off the back of Lauren Smart and the Hampden goal, and then another blast from about 25 yards with 29.9 seconds left, giving Bangor some comfort up 4-1.
Teams are back on the pitch, waiting the whistle here to start the second half of play. Our coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hampden. Whether playing or just watching football and soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hampden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahampden.com. We're also brought to you by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. And can't forget about Frank's Bake Shop. Family owned and operated since 1945. Check out Frank's Meals to Go, convenient and delicious. Don't forget those scrumptious baked goods that have made Frank's famous. Call 947-4594. Frank's Bake Shop, 199 State Street in Bangor, and at franksbakery.com. Bangor quickly onto the attack to open the second half here, playing it back and forcing an early save out of the Broncos.
Yeah, that's Grace Marquis creating havoc again as she got the ball right on the ram at midfield and basically dribbled her way around the front line of Bangor down the left sideline. Played a little give and go there. I believe it was with Kiera Gabrick. Got the ball back, and again, that was kind of like a half center, half shot effort, and Coombs came out to cut off the angle and went to the ground to make the save.
Bangor trying to jump back into possession. Castrucci nearly able to intercept that ball. There's a shot. Oh, nearly got through. A deflection. And Hampden's having to clear it out of the pack.
Yeah, Oldenburg fed Tegan Athley there. Good patience by Athley to wait till she had the shooting lane and blasted a low shot. And a nice job by Lauren Smart to get down and prevent it from going into the net.
Here come the Broncos again, trying to get out. Running early in the second half, Marquis jumps on the loose ball in midfield, plays it off for a teammate who is through. Can she get it through Combs? No, she cannot, as Eva Combs comes diving out of goal to deny that attack by the Broncos.
Yeah, that was Iris Overlock, a sophomore here, that wins the race, but not by enough, as Combs came out and got her knee on the ball and prevented Overlock from getting the shot off, but
she threw every limb she had at that one to stop the ball.
She really did, and some good pressure by Hampden. A couple of opportunities here early on in the second half. See the Broncos able to do some counterattacking here, and we'll see if they can get something going here as Marquis at midfield.
Knocking it forward. Gabby Gordon, though, jumping back to intercept for Bangor. Here's Oldenburg. A late brace in that first half. You know, she'll be looking for the hat trick here in half number 2. Atherley with a touch. keeping possession, now finding a teammate in the middle of the pitch. But the Broncos with the clearance. Once again, it's with Gordon in the midfield. She finds Atherley in all kinds of space around the 35-yard line. Atherley to Oldenburg. Oldenburg with a shot off the football upright that time. Out of play as she tosses it to Smart.
A lot of stuff back there between goalposts and fences and nets like that. But, again, another strong shot, just unable to keep it down to be on goal.
Here's Castrucci trying to play it up the sideline, able to do so, but intercepted by Bangor as JoJo Kluge retreats. Loops around her defender, but then gives it away. Marquis sprinting forward, a 2-on-1 for the Broncos. Marquis forced wide, tries to get the ball onto her left foot, and unable to do so. Strong challenge by the Rams. Still with Hampden, a shot. First shot, no good. Second one, slotted home. The Broncos with a second goal of the game to try to inch a little closer.
That's some good pressure there by Hampden on the counter. Grace Marquis got it going with her penetration, but there is Castrucci with a shot.
Tell you what, that shot was key to that attack.
Yeah, that was a heck of a save there by Coombs, but unable to get the rebound by, was it 17? Kiara Gabrick?
I heard Zoe Higgins announced over the
yeah.
loudspeaker
She's
here.
She's listed as number 31. We'll go with the announcer there, Zoe Higgins.
2 Zoes, the goal scorers for the Broncos, if that's the case.
And that first shot was by Castrucci, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the original shot.
Bangor making an early sub here as Maddie McLean makes her way on.
Hampden's outshot Bangor 3-1 here in the second half in terms of shots on goal.
Again, it's a 4-2 scoreline. Bangor's dominated much of the play, but if not for an own goal by the Broncos and 2 late goals in the first half by Clara Oldenburg, this thing is neck and neck.
Yeah, certainly a competitive game being played by Hampden here. Bangor with a lot of weapons. They're using them. But Grace Marquis has been a difference maker on the offensive end for Hampden, just kind of creating opportunities here lately. And testing Bangor's defense.
McLean just into the game, trying to walk a tightrope up the sideline and then knocks it out of play.
Good pressure by Hampden there to force the ball out of bounds off Bangor.
Atherley with a timely interception as the Rams try to start an attack of their own, but Oldenburg gets stood up in midfield. So the Rams go a different route with it. Almost intercepted in the midfield, played back to Gordon. Gordon goes out wide. Giving chase is Gifford, but unable to get there along the far sideline. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com.
These rosters we get, particularly early in the season, are a work in progress anyways. As teams figure out who's wearing what.
Hampden ball along the far side. Waiting a throw. Intercepted by Bangor, but the Broncos briefly had it back. Middle of the pitch, first shot blocked. Atherley jumps on it, but she can't get the ball out from under her feet. Bobbling around and knocked out of play for a goal kick.
Hampden's defense collapsed. A lot of bodies in a small space defensively, and Rams couldn't quite get a lane to the goal for a shot. First Oldenburg and then Tegan Atherley.
Oldenburg in the midfield. Pass intercepted. Atherley trying to keep it down at this end, and she does so. Darkness setting here at Cameron Stadium.
7:18.
Bangor coming down that far sideline once more, trying to play across, but a nice job by the Broncos to deny. And a foul along that far sideline as Bangor player is guilty. Bronco ball. Here come the Broncos up the far side. Deflection there. Oldenburg playing it ahead to Atherley. Atherley with her head down, passing it and laying off for a teammate just out of her reach, and then the Broncos able to play that out. Tough to tell from our angle up here which side of the flag that went out on, but based on where everyone's setting up.
It's going to be a corner kick for the Rams.
Another one coming up for Bangor.
Gabby Gordon out there to take that kick.
Gordon across the way in the shadows, backing up to the edge of the track. Here's the delivery, played in, high looping ball to the back post, knocked up in the air. Broncos still trying to find the clearance, and now Oldenburg intercepts. Clara dumps it off to Gordon. Bit of a mistouch there, but it leads to Atherley with the ball. Oh, she gets wiped out in the box, and that is a penalty kick coming up for the Bangor Rams. Atherley got her leg swiped out from underneath her, and a chance for the Rams from the penalty spot.
Yeah, let's see this again. Ball was sent in, and you can see her going down, and one of the Hampden players knowing what just happened, and it's going to go as a penalty kick for Tegan Atherley as we approach the 30-minute mark of the second half.
Well, what's going on here?
Well,
it's through the uprights from Atherley. That certainly was not from the penalty spot, though.
No.
Which is in the middle of the box. That was from the 25-yard line.
That was might have been a benevolent call there based on where I thought it happened.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
the
just
challenge took place in the box.
Just because it's green doesn't mean it's outside the box. That's just the colors of the field. But anyways, it goes as a direct kick that sails out of bounds, and Hampden maybe a little bit of a break there.
Yeah, big break for the Broncos as opposed to taking one from the spot, defending a free kick from 35 yards away. Atherley still made it close, though, putting it through the football upright. So Bangor still in search of their first goal of the second half after the Broncos scored just minutes into this second frame. Grace Marquis has been very busy out there tonight. Here the Rams bringing it in the opposite direction. Atherley lays it off for Oldenburg, who plays it out wide. Hampden trying to move up pitch. Castrucci giving chase. She keeps it in. The Broncos play it back to go forward, but only red shirts up front. Our coverage on Ticket TV is brought to you by Hillside Athletics. They are passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment services, and training packages. Gordon in the midfield playing it forward, but no run was being made by the Rams. The Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Play halted by the Broncos, but the Rams jumping back onto it through Sophia Chase. Some new faces out there on the pitch for the Rams in the second half. Here's a look at our live events coming up this week on the airways of 92.9 The Ticket. Tonight, you've got the NFL season opener, Ravens and Chiefs. Pregame is beginning in 6 minutes' time with the kickoff at 8:20. Tomorrow night, boy, that's a battle of futility. The White Sox and the Red Sox opening a weekend set at Fenway as a free kick comes in. Bangor trying to get on the edge of it as the ball goes wide. Saturday, big-time college football matchup in the afternoon. Top 10 showdown between Texas and Michigan. And then at 7:30, Maine heads out west to take on number 3 Montana State. On Sunday, the White Sox and the Red Sox have that series finale at 1:35 with the pregame at 12:35 at Fenway. And then Sunday Night Football rounds out the weekend, Rams and Lions for the first Sunday night clash of the NFL season. Approaching 15 minutes expired in the second half of play. 4-2, Bangor in front. Hampden with the only goal scored here in the second half. Rams are in search. Nice job by the Broncos to break up play. Cleared only as far as Tritt in the midfield. Oldenburg again from distance. That one floated a little bit and allowed Smart to dive underneath.
Rams seemingly regaining control of the territorial side of this matchup.
Back to Tritt in the midfield. Played up ahead. Now out wide. Here's a try from long range off the right foot of Maddie McLean as it bends just to the left of the upright. Hampden making a switch as Marquis comes back onto the pitch after a breather. Ticket TV coverage brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan at Route 1A in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. And our coverage also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them out first, check them out often. Go green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Oldenburg to Tritt, ahead in the direction of Atherley, but intercepted by Hampden. Bangor really controlling the flow at this point in the game.
Yeah, they've got Hampden a little bit on their heels as you see all the players on the defensive side for Hampden within the 15, 20 yards from the goal.
Here's Oldenburg, shielded by a defender. She was using that screen to get around the keeper, and Clara Oldenburg has a hat trick in the season opener for the Bangor Rams.
Yeah, tight quarters there. We just talked about how many defenders Hampden had back. You can see 4 right there in the picture, but Oldenburg gets by one and screens a shot wide to the left of the goalie there. Used another defender, the one defender between her and the net, as a screen, and Smart couldn't see the shot as it went by her. Low shot to the left side, and that's That's now 3 on the night for the senior. She had 20 and 12 assists last year for the Rams. Off to a fast start here to begin her, I believe, her senior year. And just a junior season.
Here's Hampden trying to get forward. A chance here for the Broncos. And just running out of real estate on that attempted attack. So it's 3 for Oldenburg. Tegan Atherley had the opener in this contest back in the 3rd minute. And a Tessa Castrucci own goal, the 5th for the Rams. Zoe Castrucci scored around the 29th minute, and Zoe Higgins few minutes into this second half for Hampden Academy.
Yep, 3:58 to make it a 4-2 game. That'll go by Oldenburg, the first of the second half for the Rams.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced, friendly staff, it's the Coach House. Takeout is available. The Rams might be through again. Atherley blasts it off the underside of the bar for her second goal of the game.
See who made the lead pass there, but took a second for Atherley to gain control of the ball. But once she didn't wait long. She powered that ball again off the bottom of the crossbar. Pass ahead. Here comes Atherley. Head space. Quick shot to the near post off the bottom of the crossbar.
Well, that's what the Rams can do to you. They scored 2 goals in about 3 minutes at the end of the first half on the Broncos, and now 2 goals in less than 3 minutes in this latest span between Oldenburg and Atherley.
Yeah, and Oldenburg gets credit for an assist on that goal, so she's now 3 goals and an assist on the evening. Oldenburg, and as you mentioned, Atherley with a pair of goals. So that's 5 goals between the two of them. They combined for 43 last season in 18 games. 5 already here in 1.
Bangor trying to get it ahead once more. Clark taking it out wide. Easy to pick out those bright shoes in the darkness along the far sideline. Hampden trying to clear, but instead knocks it right to Oldenburg. That was a bullet of a shot off the right foot, knocked down by a Bronco defender. Cleared as far as Tritt. She'll have a go from distance, and sprawling to make the save is Smart. If you're looking for a sweet treat, Betty's Ice Cream Shop is the place to head. Betty's Ice Cream serves up homemade ice cream and creamy milkshakes along with paletas, possibly payetas, I don't speak Spanish, or mangonadas. Conveniently located at 1012 Stillwater Avenue, right behind Town Fair Tire. Open from noon to 8:30, Monday through Sunday.
Was that a mangonada?
Mangonada, I can get that one out. It's the L in Paletas. Can't tell you if I'm supposed to say it or make it silent. Approaching 20 minutes remaining in this contest.
Think about Bangor's offense, though. I mean, once they get within like 25 yards,
they're firing.
It's all threats. You don't have to work it into the goal. Sometimes they do.
Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with a morning roast. Then the drive takes you home from 4 to 6 p.m. Ernie and I will be in the studio tomorrow. Got a big Friday show, of course. Reaction to the NFL season opener. Another game coming up tomorrow night in Brazil. Plenty happening on the local scene, too, as we head into the weekend. Tritt from long distance, wide of the mark.
So neither the Eagles nor the Packers can wear green.
No, apparently that is big-time gang coloring in Brazil. Green means violence.
So why did they pick the Green Bay Packers to play the Philadelphia Eagles?
Yeah, you think they could have put, I don't know, a couple of
put the Rams
teams down there, or beige.
Yeah.
Or
so I don't know what they're going to wear for.
Yeah, they can't wear green. They've also been told they can't really leave the hotels for security threat.
Wow, I don't know.
You spend 10 hours in the air and then just go straight from the airport to the hotel.
And then get the heck out of there as soon as you can. I hope you make it, I guess. But that's what it's in. Is it in
Sao Paulo?
Sao Paulo, okay.
Another try from Atherley. Ends up in the field hockey net.
Yep, shot the wrong goal there. That is kind of strange, though. I mean, I think I heard something where they made black and white is what they're going to be wearing.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the Eagles have those black alternates, and then Packers just go all white.
That was something somebody didn't think about, I think, when they said we can make gazillion dollars by having a game in Brazil.
No doubt. We are inside the final 20 now, with Bangor leading Hampden 6-2 here on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store, with groceries, gas, and great food to go. Tossie's Checkout at 1492 Pushar Road in Glenburn. And while you're out in that direction, check out Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company for the best in landscaping materials, and equipment. It's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Another chance here for the Rams, and a 7th goal of the game. There's a new goal scorer for Bangor, and that's the freshman Georgie Stevenson, opening up her varsity goal-scoring career.
Yeah, I think it was Tegan Atherley with a pass ahead. There it is. Atherley ahead to Stevenson. Defender all over it, but just watch her outrace there. Hampden player to the ball on the left side, and a quick shot from close range. That's just a great hustle play there by Georgie Stevenson after a nice pass by Tegan Atherley with 18-13 left to go. And suddenly this is a 5-goal Bangor lead at 7-2.
That's 3 in about 6.5 minutes or so.
23-44, 22-33, and 18-13. So
even less.
Yeah, it's like 5.5 minutes. Tegan Atherley now with 2 goals and an assist to go with the 3 goals and an assist from Claire Oldenburg.
Certainly a game, though, that if you're the Broncos, you can take away some positive feelings from.
Oh, you certainly can. It's kind of getting away from him here now, but
Atherley in space, feeding a teammate. Cross comes in. Bangor will chase it down on the far side. Played short and knocked out by Hampden. Back in. Stevenson again, and she got it in there.
Now, did she score?
I believe Stevenson is pointing to herself.
Okay.
I think she snuck that one in off the far post. We'll see the replay.
Yeah, number 11, Callie Snowden, was there to make sure that Bangor scored.
Georgie Stevenson, let's see if she has her second varsity goal. Yep, they're giving it to her. Look at this.
Watch it. She first settled the ball, and then a quick shot. Boy, I didn't know she had the angle to make it.
Yeah, no touch.
Yeah, no touch by Snowden. Hit the inside of the far post and in.
And you can see Snowden pointing at Stevenson to let her know. Nope, that's your second.
And I think Stevenson knew she had scored it too, but there's 2 quick ones in a matter of less than a minute. 33 and 13, 46 seconds apart for the freshman, her first 2 high school goals at the varsity level. Very impressive there all around. First the catch, so to speak, and the settling of the ball, but just briefly enough, not letting it get too far away from her so she could get the shot off in the middle of the area in traffic, and then just the incredible angle at which she scored to the far post.
8-2, the Bangor lead with about 17 minutes remaining, and the Rams looking for more. Now, of course, there's an 8-goal rule in high school soccer, but that's the 8-goal difference.
That's the
correct?
margin. Yeah, that's the margin of victory.
Played out wide and through the Rams. I'll trickle out in the far corner.
Yeah, Jake Campbell with subs ready to go in.
3 more Rams entering the ball game. Kylan Atherton, Reese Trott, and Lucy O'Connell making their way onto the pitch. At Rise Co-working Collaboration, if you're looking for the perfect meeting space, look no further. Rise is your go-to destination for business gatherings. Rise Co-working Collaboration, where business meets convenience, just off I-395 in Bangor, and risemain.com.
Clara Oldenburg and Tegan Atherley among the players that just left the contest. That duo combining for 5 goals and 2 assists. pretty impressive performance by them, that duo, as they lead Bangor in their effort to get back to the state championship game here come later this season.
Take a look at the schedules here when we get a chance for the Broncos and the Rams. Another one played in by Bangor. Here's what's coming up for the Hampden Academy Broncos.
Yeah, notice the gap between tonight and the 17th of September, Tuesday, week and a half. Hampden will host Brunswick, be the home opener for the Broncos, and then 2 days later they will travel to Herman, play the Hawks, and then back to the Class A Wars against Edward Little at home, against Messalonski at home, and against Lewiston at home.
It's a tough stretch right there.
Following week, yeah. So they're going to get some time off here, 12 days off between games now, but the breaks are going to be far shorter here as the season goes along because they're going to be playing some catch-up on the schedule.
Bronco down on the pitch as the ball rolls out along the far sideline. Here's what's coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, they're off until Tuesday where they return to Cameron Stadium to host Mount Blue on a 5:30 start. And then Friday, a big road game against Camden Hills down in Rockport set for 4 o'clock. Then a couple of games you'll see on Ticket TV Monday the 16th, the rivalry game against Brewer. That's over at Brewer at 7 o'clock. And then back here at Cameron Stadium to host John Babbs, part of a doubleheader that we'll see on Ticket TV, that game at 4 o'clock to be followed by the boys' game at around 6 o'clock. And then Oxford Hills on the road, one of the longer trips of the year for the Rams on Saturday, September 21st.
Chance here for the Broncos at their attacking end. Bangor ushers it out and into the midfield. Our coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated, Knowlton Automotive provides guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 Broadway in Kentuskeg or at knowltonautomotive.net. Goal kick coming up here. Also brought to you in part by Praise Auto Sales. You can check out their impressive inventory and weekly specials at 1722 Broadway in Bangor or at praiseautosales.com. Castrucci retreating to win possession back for the Broncos. Now back at the feet of Castrucci, working her way back towards the middle of the pitch. Knocked up ahead. Ball was played in the direction of Ella Higgins, a freshman out there for the Broncos.
Now, you talk about Hampden, though. I mean, they do have 12 days off, and you take this video. I mean, this is one of the best, if not the best team you're going to see all season long, and you can kind of figure some things out based on what you saw, and you have some time to work on it before you resume your schedule on the 17th. And I would say if I'm the head coach of the Broncos, Dale Overlock, that's not a bad position to be in. Sure, you're going to have a lot of games in a short period of time later on, but you've again got an extended preseason.
And there is a ninth for the Rams as the first shot knocked away. The second one put home.
I think it's Lucy O'Connell, number 18.
Yes, it is. The sophomore getting on the score sheet.
Let's see the first shot. There's 15 with a shot that the goalie couldn't handle, and O'Connell right there for the rebound. 15 is Reese Trott. She is a junior forward. Lucy O'Connell, a sophomore forward, combining for that goal to make it 9-2.
Make sure to follow 92 on the Ticket and Ticket TV on social media at 92 on the Ticket on X, 92.9 the Ticket on Facebook. Refs getting back to their position and ready to resume play with 12 minutes remaining. Urban Pizza at 329 Main Street in Bangor. They have carry-out available from 11 a.m. daily. You can order online at urbanpizzapie.com. Well, the Rams, who scored 68 goals in 14 regular season matches a year ago, they are well on their way to that sort of a clip here in 2024 with 9 put up through 70 minutes in the opener.
Yeah, 5 goals in the last 11 minutes to build a 7-goal advantage.
Knocked out a play there by Bangor. It'll be a Hampden throw in front of their bench. Castrucci, a mistouch, still has it. Playing into the middle of the area. Nice ball, but no one was home for the Broncos. Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game, because they're open 24 hours a day at 113 Main Road in Holden.
24-hour bakery. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah. We all need our sweets at various times of the day or night.
I know the shifts I used to work, they would have fit perfectly.
Make a stop on the ride home.
During basketball season.
Georgie Stevenson, the freshman, re-enters the ballgame for the Bangor Rams. And Stevenson's now working on a hat trick of her own with a brace and about, what was that, 80 seconds or so in between? No, it was like 40-something seconds, right?
46 seconds apart. 18-13 and 17-27.
Shot in there by Maddie McLean, junior forward for the Rams. Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote cart starters. Great for those hot summer afternoons or cold winter mornings. Call 942-4554 or stop by 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. Bangor again in space, long distance attempt, knocked wide, and it will be yet another corner for the Rams.
Bangor reserves in there now, continuing to put pressure on offensively. Rams will get a corner kick out of this.
Looking for a 10th goal in their season opener.
Maddie McLean over there to take the corner. She's a junior. Again, Bangor, 7 seniors, 8 juniors, 6 sophomore, and 2 freshmen on their varsity roster.
Short corner played in along the ground, cleared out by Hampden. Bangor still with it in an attacking area. Attempted cross is blocked down. Here's O'Connell, last goal scorer for the Rams. Stevenson floats it up.
Yeah, O'Connell wanted the corner kick. So the ball went out of bounds, contested, and is going to get it. With 8.5 left. McLean over there again to kick the corner. See Stevenson down by the goal and 5 of her teammates out around the 20-yard line. At least 20 yards away.
Cross is cleared away, played back in by the Rams. Knocked out of there by Hampden. Bangor still in search of that double-digit goal. Hampden smacks it out of play. Actually, the ref keeps it in, but he says, well, with 7 minutes left, we'll say it went out.
Kick save and a beauty by the man in green.
Streets Landscape is Maine's home for landscaping, site work, paving, and line striping. For over 24 years, Streets has been providing both commercial and residential services in the greater Bangor area. Streets Landscape, they take care of your property like it was their own. Call 827-1980.
Kyle Athley, a freshman, sophomore, leaves the game.
The Henry's Bridal Boutique, locally owned and operated since 1999. They're proud to be Bangor's longest-standing bridal shop. Visit them at 31 Washington Street in Bangor or online at thehenrysbridal.com.
Georgie Stevenson to take this corner kick.
Everybody outside the box. Now they come crashing in. Stevenson's delivery caught a couple of feet, gets poked around, finds its way back to Stevenson, who rips one on goal. Shot saved. She might get another shot at her hat trick here. It's not Stevenson. The ball still refuses to find the net. And now Hampden clears it out beyond the 20-yard line.
Stevenson's going to join the likes of Oldenburg and Athley with powerful shot.
Strucci comes out of the pack there, looking a little hobbled after a ram went over her back.
Got a little chaotic there for a second.
Bangor on the attack once more. Broncos trying to clear the pack. Take it to the sideline, and Bangor knocks it forward. Ball rolls into the darkness across the way, and looks like we have another Bangor corner coming up with 5:20 and counting remaining.
Throw in.
Throw in.
From deep in the corner.
Across the way. There's a shot in, and there's the 10th for the Rams. How is that for a first touch?
Boy, one-timer. That was Kyle Athley, who still was in the game, just passing the ball to her left to Callie Snowden, senior forward. One times it. Watch this. Here's Athley pushing the ball across to the left wing, but bam, one time, no hesitation, just under the crossbar. No chance for the goalie. And Bangor takes the 8-goal lead at 10-2.
And that's the ball game. With that 8-goal lead, the Rams walk it off in the season opener. 10-2. They do so in just under 75 minutes. An offensive eruption for the Bangor Rams. They had 2 goals with, what would you say, 5 or so minutes remaining in that first half, maybe 10 minutes in the first half before a couple of late ones from Oldenburg.
Yeah, they scored. Oldenburg scored her first 2 goals in the final 3:34 of the first half. And we are at what now?
Game's over.
Game's over. It was at 5:10, so less than 35 minutes, less than 39 minutes, Bangor scored 8 goals.
It was quite a display for the Rams between the end of that first half and the second, as they put 10 on the scoreboard in a season-opening win over the Hampden Academy Broncos. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming your way next on Ticket TV from right here at Cameron Stadium in Bangor.
Ambition is desire. Ambition is spirit. Ambition is drive. Find your ambition right here at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. There's a reason we're the #1 Mitsubishi volume dealer in the state. We've got the selection. We've got rates as low as 0%, and nobody will pay you more for your trade. Find your ambition. Drive your ambition. Only at Coldbrook Mitsubishi, Madison Avenue, Skowhegan. Start here at coldbrookmitsubishi.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
You've lived quite a life.
Now it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design.
Because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Back at Bangor, and we welcome you in to the McDonald's postgame show. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, and on Wilson Street in Brewer. They're hiring for early mornings and late nights. Start at 17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. A 10-2 season opening victory for the Bangor Rams. They were on top of this game 2-1 with about 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half, and then the floodgates opened for the Rams in the goal-scoring department. Let's take a look at the game highlights to show you all 10 of these Bangor goals tonight.
Yeah, Bangor got on board early here. Here's Tegan Athley with a blast. Just about 4 minutes into the game to give Bangor the lead. Nice save there by Eva Coombs, and then that's off a corner kick. Ball went in off a Hampden player.
That was the other Castrucci.
Yes, Tessa. And that made it 2-0. Here's Hampden with a good bid here. Watch this, and not quite being able to get to it. Iris Overlock, but a good play by Hampden as they rebound after falling behind 2-0. Here is Zoe Castrucci following in their own shot that was originally saved by Coombs. Here's Bangor again, shot just past the near post there. No good, but there is another near miss by Bangor. Gabby Gordon on that one. Here's a shot by Claire Oldenburg from about 30 yards out off the bottom of the crossbar and then off the back of Lauren Smart. Another shot moments later by Oldenburg. That made it 4-1. Those two goals in the final 3.5 minutes of the first half. That made it 4-1. Nice job there by Coombs to prevent a goal from scoring. And a save there, but the follow-up is good, I believe.
Yep, that was poked home by Zoe Higgins.
Zoe Higgins. And there's Oldenburg with a hat-trick goal there. Lead pass here for Tegan Athley off the bottom of the crossbar and in for her second goal of the night. Pass ahead this time for Georgie Stevenson. The freshman just out-hustles the defender to the ball in the crease and powers it in. Here's Stevenson again. Watch this angle off the inside of the far post there. And in for her second goal in 46 seconds. Ball gets loose. And there is Lucy O'Donnell scoring. Again, that made it 9-2. And there's a quick one-timer by Callie Snowden off the pass from Kylan Athley to make it 10-2, and the game ends under the 8-goal rule.
Post-game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. For the third straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looked and get sold with Next Home Experience. Our Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Varney Chevrolet. Their great staff will help you find the car, truck, or SUV you have been looking for. Find new roads at Varney Chevrolet, 384 Somerset Avenue, just off exit 150 in Pittsfield, and at varneychevrolet.com. Also brought to you by Mainly Audio. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice. We'll take a time out here in the post-game show. When we come back, get you the game recap in full, as well as a look at what is to come this week on 92.9 The Ticket and our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Don't go anywhere. That is all to come in the McDonald's post-game show.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions. Your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
We're back here at Cameron Stadium. Carrying on with the post-game show here on Ticket TV following a 10-2 Bangor Ram victory over the Hampden Academy Broncos to open up the season in Class A North Girls Soccer. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts, fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Our coverage also brought to you in part by Sweet Frog, your touchdown treat this high school football and soccer season. 878 Sweet B, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Sweet Frog, where their secret ingredient is fun. Time now to award play of the game and player of the game. We'll start with the play. That was the final goal of this contest by the Bangor Rams, because if you score 10 in a soccer match, you best believe it's going to be the play of the game.
Yeah, watch this one-timer from about 12 yards out. That's not an easy shot, but she was right on top of it. Callie Snowden was for Bangor, and put it in a place where nobody could get to it, just under the crossbar. Bangor had a lot of success with those high shots.
High, yeah.
Now, they missed some high, but they were able to sneak some of those, or several of them, underneath the crossbar, and none better than that shot by Callie Snowden.
Play of the game brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and on Wilson Street in Brewer. Time now for the player of the game. We're going to hand this one, Ernie, to Clara Oldenburg. She had a hat trick on 3 straight goals there around the halftime period, 37th, 40th, and 57th minutes. Here is the one that capped her hat trick.
Yeah, here she is with space. Watch it. Use the defender as a screen. Just a great thought there on her part. Shot the ball to the right side, and Smart probably didn't see it until it was right on top of her, and by then it was too late to make the save. 3 goals and an assist from Clara Oldenburg, the junior forward. She had 20 goals and 12 assists last season, so she's off to a great start in terms of bettering that this fall.
Player of the game brought to you by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club. Oven roasted chicken covered in melted pepper jack, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with spicy Firehouse Hero Sauce. Only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Ticket TV, also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a deer. And we're presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. Take one more time out in the post-game show. When we come back, we get the game recap and a look ahead at our events on the Ticket and Ticket TV this week.
Largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that can...
The process at Fairway Auto Sales when you buy a car should be easy. There's no games, and people appreciate that when they're buying a vehicle.
I've purchased 6 vehicles through Tony's Fairway Auto. I have a business where we transport a lot of elderly. I can go to Tony or text Tony or Nicole and let them know what I'm looking for, and he'll find it and get right back to me.
We like to say, come buy your vehicle to Fairway. it's more than just a tagline. It's the way we do business.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
With UMaine Online, it's easier than ever to be a Black Bear from anywhere. The University of Maine offers over 50 high-quality online master's degree and graduate-level certificate programs in business, data science, education, engineering, and more. You'll get access to world-class faculty and a low student-to-faculty ratio at an affordable tuition rate at Maine's only R1 top-tier research university. Registration is now open. Learn more and apply at online.umaine.edu.
Back here on Ticket TV, putting the finishing touches on our first high school soccer broadcast of the 2024 fall season. The Bangor Rams defeating the Hampden Academy Broncos 10-2 in tonight's season opener. Ticket TV coverage presented by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Our coverage also presented by Varney Mazda. They offer an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at varneymazda.com. All right, Ernie, time for the game recap. You've got a few goal scorers to read off.
Yeah, I do. Clara Oldenburg leading the way, 3 goals and an assist. Tegan Atherley with 2 goals and an assist. Georgie Stevenson with a pair of goals. That's 7. Lucy O'Connell made it 8. Callie Snowden made it 9, and then there was an own goal for the total of 10. And for Hampden, it was Zoe Castrucci in the first half and Zoe Higgins in the second half for their 2 goals. Unofficially, shots on goal, Bangor 27-7 with the advantage. Ava Coombs made 5 saves for Bangor in goal. Lauren Smart made 14 saves. Corner kicks were Bangor 12-3, all those very unofficial.
That game recap brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6488 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Our coverage presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course. They feature the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill level. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Let's take a look at the live events coming up the rest of the week on 92.9 The Ticket. We have Ravens and Chiefs kicking off the NFL season in about 14 minutes time from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tomorrow night, the Red Sox and White Sox open a 3-game series that is not deserving of anyone's eyeballs, so tune in on The Ticket. That's the best place to get your Red Sox baseball right now. Saturday, September 7th, we got a big-time Top 10 college football matchup in the afternoon, high noon, as Texas takes on Michigan, a couple of playoff teams, and, of course, the reigning national champion from a year ago. Saturday night, the Black Bears head west to take on number 3 Montana State. Bobcats, one of the powers in the FCS. And then on Sunday, White Sox and the Red Sox wrap up that weekend series before we send you out to Sunday Night Football in Detroit, Rams at the Lions. Coverage is brought to you in part by, presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Here's a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule on Ticket TV. We'll be right back here tomorrow night for the football season opener between Bangor and Thornton Academy. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. A lot of soccer coverage coming your way next week. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's the same schools going at it. First in boys soccer on Tuesday. The girls follow on Wednesday. Thursday night, we've got a football matchup from you said University of Maine?
University of Maine, 7 o'clock. John Baps hosting Hampden Academy on Thursday. Then Friday nights, the defending large school eight-player champions in MDI coming to Orono to play the reigning small school 8-player champions, the Orono Red Riots. That's Friday night at 7. And then Saturday at 1, we have the Battle of the Witches as Salem, Massachusetts comes to Brewer High School to play a countable game for Brewer.
For over 5 decades, Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Only thing left to do now is give credit where it's due to our Ticket TV crew tonight at Cameron Stadium. Max Pottle running the show, directing and producing, as well as whipping up the graphics. RJ Novio making his Ticket TV debut on the scoreboard. Camera crew, Kim Mitchell, Matt Cunha, and Peter Paulette. And Ernie Clark opening up the soccer season. Can we expect a dozen goals a game?
No.
Okay. Well, noted. For Ernie Clark, I'm Mark Paulette, saying so long tonight from Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Rams open the season with a 10-2 beatdown of the Broncos on Ticket TV.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
High school sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Next Home Experience. Casella. Firehouse Subs. Levesque Business Solutions. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Varney Mazda. Hidden Meadows Golf Course. Dean's Detailing. Northeast Driving School. Acadia Federal Credit Union. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Coldbrook Mitsubishi. North Star Waste and Recycling. Loring Job Corps. Praise Auto Sales. Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Doors Equipment. Fairway Auto Sales. Bangor Mall Cinema 10. Streets Landscape. The Fitch Company. Bangor Tire Company. Frank's Bake Shop. Pat's Pizza in Hampden. Tiller and Rye. Liberty Olton Insurance. Urban Pizza. The Growing Place. Tossie's Checkout. Betty's Ice Cream. Auto Radiator Service. Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Union Street Towing. Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space. Sweet Frog. The Henry's Bridal Boutique. Bennett Auto Center. Angelo's Pizza. Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. Mainly Audio. Knowlton Automotive. Varney Chevrolet. Hammond Lumber Company. First National Bank. Midcoast Denture Design. Hopkins Energy. Napa Auto Parts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. Queen City Athletics. Washington County Community College. And Down East Toyota. This Ticket TV broadcast has been a production of